Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what feels weird. We're doing a watch along once again at last. It's been about a week out of the game, but we're back into it. And what's a game we have again? Another Roma watch along for the Roma fan channel out here. But we've got Roma and Fiorentina from the Serie A. Two clubs that were destined to be amongst the big boys, the top six, if you were. But Fiorentina with yet to have a win in the league. And, well, the pressure here on Roma to keep winning because they need to climb back up the table. And if they win today, they can into this evening top of Serie A and potentially, if results go their way, top of the league after going into this international break. Once again, we have problems on the big screen, so we're going to small screen this from the start. I'll get some team news going as we work our way through this shit here, but honestly, every single week we have problems here with getting the Serie A up and going on the big screen. So a small screening for the time being, but hopefully it all works itself out once more. Very, very excited for this game here because, as I said, Fiorentina have to get the result. They have to get back to winning, or they have to find a win. Not even back to winning ways. They have to win. And this is a massive chance to do so here. Versus a Roma side that don't start games strong. They're a side that build into the game slowly but surely. So a lot to be excited about here. Still trying to get this to work out here. Of course, we've got a problem for a live stream. What's new here on the channel? We've got an insect here as well. We've got a lot. But let me go score predictions. I'm going to go with a Roma 2-1 win in this game here. Here is the starting 11. David De Gea, no surprise, is in goal. Pongracic, Pablo Mari, and Ranieri, the skipper at the back. Dodo, Gosens, Nicolucci, and Mandrogava. And Fazzini and Goodmanson play up top today. I'll have to get this bad boy off and running here because we've said it's there and available, but obviously it's not on my screen. Always hate to start these live streams like this. I apologise if it seems a bit all over the place. I'm hoping we'll be up and running in absolutely no time. Massive game though for both these two clubs here. Sunday afternoon kickoff. Roma have gotten used to grinding results over the line under their new manager, Gasperini. His lineup: Villa in goal, Zeki, Celik, Mancini, and Indica remain at the back. Cristante and Kone in midfield, with Simicas being introduced to the lineup and Wesley at right back. It's Soleil and Baldanzi playing in behind Artem Dovbyk, who had his problems midweek in European competitions. It's a new day and a new game here for this side. Still having problems. There's Baldanzi on the screen. There is Artem Dovbyk as well. Yeah, not too long away from kickoff now. I said, though, Roma for me, 2-1 winners. I've got that great change strip on today. So you have everything in readiness for this one. Massive matchup between these two sides in Florence. As I said, two teams that want to be at the top end of the table come season's end. A lot to be excited about for this one here. All ready to go, and we're kicking off. Roma in their change white strip, going from left to right of screen. Fiorentina in their traditional home purple, from right to left. Roma searching for the top spot in Serie A. They'll get that with a draw or a win here. Whereas for Fiorentina, still waiting for their first victory in Serie A. 3 draws so far from their opening few matches. It's match day 6 on the Serie A. And what's a game we have on our hands here. There's Gasperini on the touchline. He will demand a lot from this Roma side. I keep saying in all our live streams, we're yet to really, truly see the Gasperini type of Roma yet. None of this really expansive football as of yet. They've struggled in front of goal. Goals have been their major problem. But I think in this game here, against a weaker side like Fiorentina, especially in terms of form, they could get that attacking football going. They'll be hoping so. Now trying to get the opening goal here as we see Moise Kean lay the ball off and Kone breaks the game up. And out of the way now come Roma. They had Conference League midweek. There we go. Finally, I think we got this one on our big screen here. Back with Svila in goal. He searches long. There is Dodo. Looking for Dodo again from Mandragova. Kone holding the ball up. There we go. Okay, we are finally on our big screen at last. We want that one there. That's a foul, look like, on Dodo. Cristante fouling there. Very, very dangerous position for Fiorentina. Just out of the box there, Tsimikas and Dodo both in the back. Such the free kick was given. Bologna and Pisa going on elsewhere. We are focused on this massive game between these two massive clubs. Cristante picking up an early yellow card for his foul in the build-up there. Let us know your score predictions, guys, if you're watching in the comments section. 1-1 Colby. I like it, mate. I like it. We'll take goals in this game here. Sorry if I've missed that ages ago, Colby, but the kit there. Appreciate that, my man. We've got 22. What is going on with the... Okay, now we're synced up. I'm so sorry. It is all kicking off here on this live. Here we go. Mandragova. Oh, it's well over in the end. Had enough power on it, but not enough accuracy, and sails over the crossbar. The first real shooting chance for either side here. Stefan Pioli. A lot of pressure on that man to make this Fiorentina side work. Haven't had the easiest start to the season, but results are what matter in the Italian league, and it just hasn't quite come for this side as of recently. See Zeki Celik on screen there. He's been fabulous in some of the games we've watched of Roma in recent times, in particular in the Rome derby. Here is Ian Dicker. Mancini now. Roma looking to build their way out from the back, then searches long. It is in the Artem Dovbyk direction. Does very, very well. Now Soleil. Matteo Soleil, always an important player for Roma, and he's fouled there with his back to goal. Still waiting for Moise Kean's first goal of the Serie A season. Keep an eye on him if he can get involved. Obviously got a lot of great talent at either end of the park. David De Gea in goal and Moise Kean up top. Another set piece, and this one will be looked at quite keenly by Soleil. It's played short. Soleil, Wesley now. Met by Dodo. Zeki Celik puts Kone under a lot of pressure. That one swept away and out for a Roma throw. Interesting way to play that short free kick. Never quite worked out for Roma, but they had the ball once again in the Fiorentina half. Long throw, looking for Dovbyk. Got his toe to that. And Fazzini's been brought down there. That's quite an easy foul against Manu Kone. Little touch there on Fazzini. He went down. Now Dodo. Mari looking for and finding Fazzini. Here's the skipper Ranieri. In the Ken direction. Wesley there to sweep up. So is Indica. And look, Roma very solid with their back three. There's not many sides in this Serie A as good as them defensively, especially with the likes of Cristante and Kone in midfield to protect it. Lots of quality behind the football, but today they've introduced Wesley and Tsimikas as the combination. Zeki wins the ball back there. Here comes Soleil. So Roma are going to be a very hard team to break down in this game here, and that's been a theme of their season so far. And Gasperini, which is, I guess, the polar opposite of Atalanta's at Gasperini last season. Good for Mancini to break that ball up there. Now Wesley. Once again finding Artem Dovbyk, holding the ball up well. Collected by Paolo Mari. And here's Soleil. He's always down in this situation. Here's Soleil on the inside. Still Soleil. And his shot actually comes off the end. Artem Dovbyk. Ken's done very well to hold that ball up against Indica. And has been ridden all the way by the centre half. They get to the funny side of the end there. Indica's got away with a card I thought was 3, 4 or 5 times even fouling Moise Kean in the end. Referee wants to have a bit of a chat here, Colombo. That's going to be quite the matchup today. Mancini and Indica facing up against Moise Kean. Equally, Mari on Artem Dovbyk as well at the other end of the park. Some really, really interesting battles between forwards and centre halves. I feel like I didn't know what come to under that. Fazzini wins it back. Fiorentina can drive. Great covering off by former Liverpool fullback Tsimikas. Fiorentina now having a spell of possession. Caviglia. Ranieri. Here's Robin Gosens. Fazzini's ball broken up by Baldanzi, but it's going to come back now. Cavalia's ball was overhit and out of play for the Roma throw. No surprise there. Gasperini barking his orders on the touchline. So far it's that one free kick that's been the only chance of note in the opening 10 minutes or so. Oh, that's a crunching challenge in there. Soleil's gotten away from the initial challenge, but he's run out of green grass in the end. I think it's Mari there on the floor. He's quite uncomfortable. Coming together there for the challenge of the football, and he's come out second best against Wesley. It was Mandragova in the end. Mr. Robust midfielder, Mandragova. Has a big job in this game here because Cristante and Kone are very, very physical, strong, hard-working players. So, look, Fiorentina coming into this game as the underdogs just due to the ladder position, but also in terms of the form of their players as well. Cristante now with Wesley. Roma look to play through the lines here and try and feed the likes of Soleil and Baldanzi, who's flicked the ball over the top there, and Mandragova has fouled him. Combative start to this game here. This is Pogranic at the end, who's fouled the young attacking midfielder. Kone gets us back underway. 3 fouls apiece in the opening 11 minutes of this game here. Kone now with Indica. Roma finally go back to the goalkeeper. to play out here. Zeki Celik. Wesley. Soleil's give and go is poor. And Wesley fouling in the end. Scrappier start to this one. Ranieri, the skipper, fouled there by the Roma wing back. Pongracic back to David De Gea. Fiorentina looking to be much more direct than Roma. They'll go long from goal kicks into the Moise Kean direction like we've seen there. Dealt with in the end by Roma. Ranieri. Mari goes back to David De Gea. He might have his hands full today if this Roma side get up and into the swing of things, because we know once they get flowing in that final third, especially second halves, some of their best football played in second halves this season. Going to require the best David De Gea possible. He goes long again, looking for Moise Kean. This time, that pass much better. Moise Kean running onto that one there. One way to the next, and runs into the brick wall of Roberto Mancini. Cristante now. Roma looked to come the other way. Dodo. Chops it off to Matteo Soleil. There's Cristante. Now with Soleil, you can turn and feed Artem Dovbyk. You have to get the ball out of his feet, and now finding Ndicka. And Roma's starting to link the game up much better than they have so far in this one. Cristante, the skipper. To Soleil. He looks to turn and can run out. Ranieri. Lofted ball dealt with by Mari. Hook clear now. Only as far as Ndicka in the halfway line. So Roma just penning Fiorentina in here for the current time being. Good stint of possession here. Looking long again. He dealt with it. Fatini around the corner. Oh. It's a Roma on Roma type crime. And it's fallen out of Moise Kean! What a hit from Moise Kean! Fiorentina strike early. And it's that man, Moise Kean. A moment of magic for his first goal of the season. That was a rocket. Out of this world for Moise Kean. And what a way to open your account for season 25-26. It all started with calamity from the Roma players. Mancini ran into Zeki Celik, which gifted the ball back to Fiorentina, and then, well, Moise Kean got his head up and said, I'll have a pop. And boy, did he. Struck with venom, accuracy, and precision. It was a real moment of chaos from Roma. And the ball comes to Moise Kean, who absolutely leathered that thing and found the back of the net. Moise Kean opens his account, and what's the way to do so? Fiorentina take the lead at home. Just have a look here. It looks like Villa gets there in the end. Soft hands, though. And the ball makes it into the back of the net. Moise Kean, a very, very happy man. And Mancini, well, he is not. Self-inflicted for Roma. Mancini running into his own centre-half compatriot in Zeki Celik. It really was just calamity. And just for me, the audacity to take this on. Cuts inside. Takes it on. And that was a smoothly hit ball past Villa in goal. And he's off and running. What's a way to do so? The only goal in all the major leagues that's going on right now. 1-0 Fiorentina. We have a game in our hands now. Fiorentina in the lead. Roma, all to do. This is going to be a worry if you're Gasperini, because Stefan Pioli's side can now to control the game. They have the ascendancy. They have the control now. They'll be even tougher and more robust to break down now than what they were before. Soleil. That's broken up by the skipper, Ranieri. Fazzini now. Couldn't get away from Indica. Mandragova. Dolo. This is good from Fiorentina. Great possession build-up. Fazzini's ball in. It's a really dangerous cross. Zeki Celik dealt with it. And Wesley clears. There's a foul call there from Artem Dovbyk. I think it's Marie on the floor. It's been a real crazy opening quarter of an hour or so. There is Moise Kean's 20th goal for Fiorentina. Now 2 more than what he accumulated at Juventus. 42 Serie A goals for the Italian centre-forward. He's going to be exciting the Italian fan, if he's doing that. They'll need that come the World Cup. And that come the qualifiers as well. And the handshake to top it off as well. Another head collision, it seems. Sees Marie on the floor for an extended period here. Elsewhere, Nottingham Forest take the lead at Newcastle. So goals flying in at the moment everywhere. This game back underway. Oh, and that's not a goal. No, it's been ruled out for Nottingham Forest. Fazzini, Kean. Here is Kostas Tsimikas. Once again, searches for Artem Dovbyk in behind, and that ball slightly overhit and just skids off the grass away from the Ukrainian centre-forward. He'll be a willing runner in behind. He'll be a threat for this Fiorentina back line. Interestingly, no Evan Ferguson in this game here. Some of the options that can come from the bench, however. You've got Wrench, Elianoy, Pizzilli, Pellegrini, Ferguson, El Shaarawy, and Paolo Dabalov. And for Fiorentina, Camuzzo, Fortini, Fagioli, Dzeko, and Piccoli as well. So many options for both these two sides to call on from. De Gea from the goal kick goes long. One back by Indica. Now Kone. Mandragova in well. Caviglia around the corner. Broken up again. Here's Baldanzi. Into the centre forward, Dovbyk. Kostas Tsimikas now. Zeki Celik, who in a way can be at fault for that goal there. Getting in the way of Mancini and causing that turnover. Here's Cristante. Wesley. It's an interesting ball from Soleil. Easily dealt with. Luckily not as far. Back at the feet of Indica. Great noise here in Florence. Those fans believe now, after taking the lead, they could secure their first win of the campaign. Roma look a little bit sloppy at the moment in possession. Kone. Cristante. With Baldanzi. This line for Fiorentina is deeper and deeper. That ball's drilled into Dovbyk. It's cut to Solé! Goal! What a finish for Matteo Solé! He said to Moise Kean, whatever you can do, I can do better. And that left foot, well, it's a wand. And that left foot has produced more magic once again. Matteo Solé, the Argentine wizard, levels us up here. What a goal for Roma. What a goal for Solé. Absolutely sensational from the Argentine. It really felt like the move had come undone. Dovbyk's ball bounces off him and Solé's first time finish is sensational. It has whip, it has speed, it has power. And the control on the finish to get it past the outstretched David De Gea is simply sensational. A stunning equaliser from a superstar breakout player this season. Matteo Solé adds something special to his catalogue for this season. And halfway through the first half, we are level here in Florence. 1-1 between Fiorentina and AS Roma. Game on now. Roma were behind for mere minutes. They're back and securing parity now. This could be a high-scoring affair. Strap yourselves in at home because I think we're due a good one here. We're doing, this is the referee. Moise Kean holds the ball at ball. Mandragova. Pongracic now. Gee, two great goals. Two goals out of this world to start this game off. We've been treated to a good one here in Serie A. And it's two superstars on either side. Moise Kean and also Matteo Solé. Elsewhere, Wolves up 1-0 versus Brighton and Bologna taking the lead versus Pizza in our other Serie A fixture. But for Ragano goal, giving Wolves the lead. Celik brought to ground, nothing doing, says the referee. Fazzini can find Moise Kean. He's met with 3 or 4 white Roma jerseys and in the end is fouled by Manu Kone. Kean doing well there to hold the ball up against, a plethora of white shirts. Now going to be Cavalier to organise this Fiorentina free kick. Plays the ball short. Fazzini now with Dodò on the right-hand side here. Haven't seen much attacking movement on the right for Fiorentina, and maybe that's why he's given that ball up, Dodò, and it's out for a goal kick. It's a very interesting battle, though, between Dodò and Tsimikas. Two quite aggressive and attacking wing-backs in many regards. Villa getting us back underway. The ball's ended up at the feet of Zeki Celik. Searching ball. Done well there, Ranieri, the skipper. Celik couldn't take that one out the sky. Wesley's done well there. That first time pass for Tsimikas. Dodò slipped. He corrected quite quickly. Stopped the Greek international getting forward. 25 down in this first half. Two fabulous finishes have made sure this game is once again level, one apiece. Moise Kean, first goal, topped by Matteo Solé. Cristante, Zeki Celik now, he will drift forward like this into his little pockets, finding Wesley. Slips it down this right-hand side to Matteo Solé. Wesley. On his left foot here. Maybe that's why I shouldn't use it. It's been overhit. Over Baldanzi and out for the Fiorentina goal kick. Aston Villa up 1-0. Still no goal in the Elche Alaves game elsewhere as well. It's one back well by Zeki Celik. Indika. Soleil. Dovbik looked at it run. Koné wins that ball back. Strong challenge. Baldanzi. He likes in these areas. Baldanzi to Soleil. Oh, what's a block in the end. Maddie had to get in the way. Otherwise, that was headed goalwards once again for Matthias Soleil. And he is just drifting into dangerous pockets and causing all sorts of problems right now. This pass here for Baldanzi. Rolled it into a dangerous spot. And yes, Soleil's effort was on target. He's looking to get those away fans behind this goal animated. They've had a really good 10-minute passage here, Roma. New man Kostas Tsimikas over this corner kick. It'll be his left-footed out swinger. In the Indika direction. In the end, dealt with by Dodò, and Fazzini's fouled. Foul there for Mancini on Fazzini. Stefan Pioli and his side have to do some more hard work after this absolutely fabulous goal from Matthias Soleil. The ball gets drilled into Dovbik. His touch is poor. It looks like it gets away from him, but it rolls onto the left foot of Matthias Soleil, and gee, could watch that goal back all day. It's one hell of a finish. Hey long. Gozan's never really attacked it. But he wins it. There's Fazzini. Looking for the return to Moise Ken, but one there from Mancini. Tsimikas. He releases Gozan, who gives the ball right back to Roma. Celik. Got it from Soleil. Ran down a tough route. Goodmanson thought he'd done well there to shepherd that out for a goal kick, but it was Goodmanson who touched it last. So Soleil over this corner kick. Left-footed in-swinger from this right-hand side. Roma looking to make it 2 in a row. Take the lead in this game here. It is Soleil. It's a low driven ball, and the header's in! That's Zeki Celik! And it's Cristante. It is Cristante, the skipper. Flicked on header at the near post. And it's a massive moment for Roma. They take the lead away in Florence. What a whipped-in ball for Matthias Soleil. You can't kick this man out the game. And the skipper, Cristante, standing up in a big way, in a big moment. And what's a header that is. That ball was really whipped in low and hard at the near post. And Cristante just used the speed of it and just redirected it towards goal. And David De Gea couldn't react quick enough. And Fiorentina's early lead has been gazumped in a flash by this Roma side. And I said at the start of the game, we haven't seen the attacking Gasperini at Roma yet, but boy, have we seen it here. Roma have turned this game around in a flash. Moise Ken gave Fiorentina the lead in the 14th minute, and in the 30th minute, Roma now are up. What's a turnaround from those from the capital? Goodmanson, Caviglia, looking for Moise Ken. And all of a sudden, the 50-50s are falling in the way of Roma. Goodmanson Gozens. Lifted in ball. Dangerous ball. Dodo's there. Blocked out by Tsimikas for a corner kick. Back and forth getting this one here. Boy, we've got a good one. There's a question here of handball. I don't know where. Hasn't been given anyway. Goodmanson's touch was poor. Dealt with by Artem Dovbyk. And Dragova clapping his hand and saying, let's go, lads. Because they've just had a moment here where they've lost control of this one. And they have pounced here, Roma. Pounced in a big way. Wizard Ken's head has come straight off the hands of Wesley. Claimed there by Svila. Svila long to Artem Dovbyk. Doesn't quite win that 50-50, but Cristante does. Massive challenge in midfield. Baldansky. Tsimikas. They're just all over the park right now, winning those little battles, and it's showing. Tsimikas, like he was fouled. Nothing doing, says the referee. Fazzini can run away. Finding Dodo. Great trickery, great footwork. Now the skipper, Ranieri. Gozens. They look much better on his left-hand side, it's felt like Fiorentina. Great shackle once again by Mancini, and he gets given the advantage. Here's Kone. Roma can look very, very dangerous in these areas. Getting on the break. Fiorentina, though, backing up their numbers around the ball, so they prevented what could have been a risky moment there. Kone. For the moment, Cristante's just dropped in the centre half while Mancini adventured forward. Wesley, Soleil. These two have been superb down this right-hand side. It's Wesley into Dovbyk. His touch just got away from him there. Quite poor from the Ukrainian. Gozens. Goodmanson. Mandragova, little dinked-in ball. Fazzini has gone down very easily. And the referee says nothing to worry about there. It's gone down way too easy there, Fazzini, and he knew straight away. No complaints with the referee. 10 minutes now of this first half to go, and boy, has it been a spectacle so far. Moise Keane's banger in the 14th minute, topped by Matthias Soleil shortly after. And then the skipper Cristante's header on the half-hour mark means that Roma have a 2-1 lead in this game. We also have kick-off between Stuttgart and Heidenheim in Germany as well. So football everywhere in Europe right now on a Sunday afternoon. Can't ask for much more than this. Plongacic. Padansky all over him. He's got out of trouble. And Fan Moise Ken, who continues the battle with Mancini and does well. And Gozens' ball in behind is good. Goodmanson just not quick enough, and Kostas Tsimikas there to make the challenge. Important challenge nonetheless. It does seem a very, very open game. You can see here, because Soleil's got green grass ahead of him. Ranieri across to meet him. What's the Argentine got? Dropped it back to Wesley. Whipped in ball, Dovbyk. Oh, how to do better than Artem Dovbyk. Ukrainian all alone at the back post there, and almost hesitated that the ball made its way through to him. The Fiorentina backline caught flat-footed. They're all looking at each other. Plongacic wanted De Gea to come for it. Plongacic just flat-footed, and Artem Dovbyk, by the time he got there, he has to be much better. Those Roma fans very happy though, because they're creating a lot of chances. 5 shots to 3 right now, and every shot that Roma have had has looked very, very dangerous. Dodo foul by Kostas Tsimikas. Alaves taking the lead away, at home to Elche. Lyon up 1-0 thanks to Malik Fofana. 1-0 for Bologna as well. In the Premier League as Wolves 1-0. Palace leading 1-0 to Everton. And Aston Villa 1-0 leaders over Burnley as well. Super Sunday here on the channel. What a game it has been. It really has been a super Sunday with this one here. That hopeful ball might work for Moise Kean. He's done very, very well to hold that ball up, but the flag is up for offside against the Italian centre forward. Roma wastes no time. Indica. Goal scorer Cristante. Into Artem Dovbyk. Held the ball up well against Mari. Can find Zeki Celik. His pass was way too ahead of Soleil, and that's a foul on Robin Gosens. Advantage though paid. That's a great little touch around the corner from Gudmundsson. Hits Fazzini's played to Moise Kean. Oh, he's at the upright. What an effort for Moise Kean. First time effort was always curling away from the goal. It was always spectacular again for Fiorentina. And those fans now find their voice. Maybe that's the kick they needed. Dodo. Another whipped in ball dealt with. Ranieri's ball. Straight in the throat of Svilar in goal. But Moise Kean, once again, another moment of magic almost produced. Haven't we been gifted some sort of game here? Mancini up the pitch. Wesley going into that challenge and was late on Mandragova. And referee said to halt this game here because of the head contact. Mandragova not happy. He thinks he got there before Wesley. Look at this move here. It's that little touch on the corner from Gudmundsson and Fazzini. Well, the timing of the pass was fabulous. Never quite got his balance, Moise Kean, but considering how unbalanced he was, what an effort that is first time. And it's come back off the upright. Look at those Fiorentina fans. They cannot believe it. Inches away to finding another equaliser. Moise Kean, 2 shots in this game here. One found the back of the net. The other found the upright. Cornet. Just over 5 minutes to play in this first half. It's kept us entertained from the start. Soleil. Zeki Celik now with the goal scorer, Cristante. And Indica. This is sort of the game I think we expect to see in the second half. Roma with the possession. Fiorentina looking to hit on the break. That's a lazy foul on Mari by Artem Dovbyk. Sort of been starved for chances, considering how well Roma have played. Obviously had that big challenge at the back post, but outside of that, nothing else of note. Here goes a long one by Kostas Tsimikas, flicked on by Baldanzi. In the end, well dealt with by Fiorentina, and Fazzini's fouled by the Baldanzi there. 2 young superstars in the Serie A there coming together. And Cavaliers covered the most ground, followed by Fazzini, Cristante, and Baldanzi. Here's ball once again, the wind blowing a gale. So that ball falls short. Fazzini's pass is loose and out of play. Here's Villa. Now with Mancini. The Greek international Tsimikas. Balanski brought to ground. That's a foul. 2-0 now at Alaves and Elche. 1-0 for Lyon over Toulouse. In the Premier League, well, it stayed the same. Villa up, Palace up, Wolves up as well. And Bologna up 3-0 before half-time. Orsolini, Moro, and Cambiaghi there. And Pizza have picked up a red card. So that's one of Bologna's biggest wins of the season inbound here. That could just spur them all the way up to that, into 10th. So 7th, sorry, with that result there. So that's massive for them. Celik won the ball and then was fouled by Goodmanson, and that's a yellow card for the Fiorentina attacking midfielder. Well won by Zeki Celik. Reacted quickest. Got the booking for Albert Goodmanson instead. Just got trotted on there. Fiorentina 0-0 last week at Pisa. Roma got a comfortable 2-0 win over Verona last week. Pioli now with a yellow card for his remonstrations on the touchline. His frustrations growing alongside those Fiorentina fans. We just haven't seen good enough football consistently this season. For Stefano Pioli, we all know how good of a manager he is. It just hasn't quite been good enough. Here's Cristante. He can drive forward. And a ball that's taking a deflection, and David De Gea had to be reacting quickly to make sure that didn't find the back of the net. Important touch from the Spanish goalkeeper. Had to come off the head of Robin Gosens and just lifted enough and looked like it was dipping in to David De Gea's goal. So an important touch from the goalkeeper to keep this game at 2-1. If any team looks like they're going to score, it's going to be Roma right now. Soleil's corner. Last time he took one of these, it found the back of the net. Ball in, not dealt with again. It's pinballing around in there. And in the end, it's going to be a Fiorentina goal kick. I don't know what's happened in there. Bouncing off all sorts of bodies. Ken Pongranic and off Mari in the end. And it really should have been a Roma corner kick. But the referee didn't see that. Fiorentina got away with one there. As we approach the end of regulation time here and into stoppages. Pass for Ranieri is loose. He hooks around the corner. Won by Zeki Celik. Flicked on by Wesley. Oh, Soleil nicks off the feet. And Cristante's into a foul. I don't know where indeed that foul is, but the referee has said it's a foul. Cavaglia. We have 3 minutes of stoppages for the 3 goals scored in this first half. As it stands, Roma are top of Serie A. With obviously Inter Milan and Napoli to play this evening. Fazzini, Dodò. Mondragova looking long to Moise Kean, and that's gone out of play. Unfortunately, it's a Roma throw. And they'll look to kill off his last 2.5 minutes here. Appreciate it, Colby. Thank you. Looks like it is a good stream. Inbound. Soleil finding Wesley. Somehow kept the ball there. Never felt like it was under any sort of control. Cristante to Soleil, both goal scorers linking up. Kostas Tsimikas left that ball behind Baldanski and away from challenges. And now Fazzini and Ken Fiorentina hitting the break here again. Goodmanson finding Moise Ken. What can the centre forward do? Tries to cut back inside. Meets the Wesley wall. And Mancini gets that ball well and truly out of danger. And Cavalia's ball poor. As we are into the last minute of stoppages here in this first half. We saw Fiorentina take the lead due to Moise Ken getting in behind on the break. We're drawn level by Matthias Soleil's wicked first-time strike. And then the skipper, Cristante, got on the end of Matthias Soleil corner kick on the half-hour mark to give Roma the lead. It's been an enthralling first 45 minutes. And you assume a lot more excitement to come in the second half here. We are seconds now away from half-time. Both managers will be keen to get their troops inside and hand out their messages and their ideas. As I said multiple times, Fiorentina are desperate for this victory. They're desperate to get off the mark in the win column for this season. But as it currently stands, they will not be doing so. It is Roma in the ascendancy, 2-1. Fantastic first half of football. Matteo Soleil and Cristante, the scorers for Roma. Was a Ken for Fiorentina. We are set at 2-1 going into half-time. But a lot more excitement, as I said, to come. I'll take a quick break for half-time here on this Super Sunday. Probably back for all the excitement in the second half. So make sure you stay tuned. It is Roma 2, Fiorentina 1. Okay, ladies and gents, we are back. Second half action not too far away. Just in a stat come up on the way back out in the second half here that Pioli's won 11 games and lost 9 versus Gasperini. So he has got the better record versus Gasperini. Not many managers in this division do. If any manager can get it done, it is Stefano Pioli. We know how well he's done over the years. Different clubs, in particular though, with the Fiorentina side. So looking forward to see how this Fiorentina side bounced back in the second half. It was a very, very enthralling first half. 45 minutes that was a joy to watch throughout. Fiorentina took the lead. Can they come back once again? Here's a substitution. Goodmanson off. And Piccoli on. So, fair enough. Goodmanson had a hit or miss first half. So he makes way and Piccoli comes on. And Colombo, the referee, making sure everything's in readiness. We are underway for second half action. Fiorentina in their purple home strip, kicking from left to right now in the second half with the breeze. And Roma in that beautiful change strip of the white, kicking from right to left. Two teams, as I said, who we thought would be right at the top this season, competing early in match day 6 to see what they're all about. Fiorentina looking for their first victory in Serie A this season. Pioli, his first Serie A win, returning to the football club. And for Gasperini's men, well, it's a chance to go top of Serie A and potentially a chance to stay top in the international break, which is coming up soon. That's a poor misplaced pass. Balansky, look like a handball there, but no appeals. And both to tackle each other. And Madragova not happy, but he seemed to tackle Baldanzi to the floor there, yeah. He is pulling the young attacker's pulling him shirt back. I don't know how you call that, to be honest. Here we go. Kostas Tsimikas for our first set piece of the second half. Mustn't we forget Cristante scoring from a corner in the first half. If they can produce something as good, could be 3-1. It's a dangerous ball, dealt with in the end. Hooked away by Piccoli. Moise Kean has to chase. But Wesley comfortably go back to Svila in goal. Roma remain unchanged. Indicchia, Mancini, Celik play in front of Svila. Cristante and Manuel Kone in midfield with Wesley and Tsimikas as the wing-backs. It's Soleil and Baldanski in behind Artem Dovpik, who's had a so-so first half. Missing a big chance at the back post, unmarked. Other than that, doing a lot of the tough work with his back to goal. Here is Dodo. I slipped that one in to Fazzini. Dealt with by Mancini, who ran into Zeki Celik in the lead up to that Moise Kean goal. That was an all sort of calamitous error there, but outside of that, Roma have been very, very good in this game here and have been deserving of the lead. Ball against Piccoli. Elsewhere in Serie A, 3-0 lead for Bologna over Pisa, who are down to 10 men. Heidenheim and Stuttgart are still 0-0. Lyon lead Toulouse 1-0. And Palace, Villa and Wolves all lead their respective games 1-0. Keep you updated on the scores around Europe in this one here. Our Super Sunday fixture, once again, taking us to Serie A and once again, failing to disappoint. It's a foul, I thought. on Kone, but nothing doing, says the referee. That clearing ball can just roll out of play, and Fila will gladly oblige to take the goal kick. That's what Roma are very, very good at, though. They know when to take the foot off the gas and know when to put the pedal to the metal almost in their games. They have a really good balance between attack and very, very aggressive football, and then defensive, pragmatic, slower build-up play. I think in this current situation, they're happy just to build into the second half here. Dodor's ball. Fazzini won the header. Indica, though, won the second ball. Now with Wesley, he just dinks it out to the flank. Robin Gosens. Cavalia's ball, dealt with by Indica. Flicked header, which Simicas just keeps alive, but Dodor wins that ball back, and now it's with Pogranic there. And that's a very, very poor ball by Cavalia, and now comes Matteo Soleil on the break for Roma. Wesley on the outside of him. It's Wesley on the right-hand channel. Wesley's ball in it hits Artem Dovbyk, but he couldn't direct it anywhere near the goal. Opportunity missed. Here come Fiorentina the other way. Fazzini now. Fazzini. Still Fazzini. Never really felt like it was a dangerous chance, and straight up Svilar's hands. And now he goes down. Fazzini looks to be done for the day here. Other updates, actually no, Bologna have made it 4-0 in their game versus Pisa. Jens Odgaard now adding the 4th, so it's Cambiaghi, Moro, Orsolini, and Odgaard. That's a very, very dark day for Pisa, who's had a good start to the season, but today might be the start of a little bit of a downward spiral. Might be the ankle there for Fazzini, who seemed to have rolled it on the shot. He's gotten up and walking off at least, which is a good sign. Maybe he's good to go. He wants to get back on the pitch. Fazzini. There you go. Looked like a dramatic injury, but he's all good to go. Here's Artem Dovbyk. His touch once again, getting away from him. Keeping the football, however. Celik. Soleil. A little buzz to this possession here from Roma. In and out of feet. Dovbyk. Soleil. Interesting to see if Evan Ferguson gets a go here, because Soleil's touch, Dovbyk's touch, just been away from him today. He's often halted attacks. Here's Bardanski. Couldn't get the ball out of his feet. And finds Simicas with the return pass. Now Dodor can wander away. Advantage will be played. Cavalia. Now with Robin Gosens, who's put a searching ball for Piccoli. He's offside. A little bit early, the substitute there. Actually, well and truly offside in the end. Had to hold his run just a little bit longer there. Bardanski pulling Dodor to the ground. Surprised you got away without a yellow card there, to be honest with you. Here's Villa. Ball straight out of play. So Robin Gosens will commence this game for Fiorentina. I just feel like they need a little bit more right now in the football. A little bit more pizzazz. A little bit more incision on the football. And they can start with Dodo here. He's always a danger for them. It's really long. If you're Fiorentina, you got to make sure this game doesn't fizzle out. That's the last thing they'd want to see right now. Zeki Celik. Sole. Dovbik. Again, struggling to control the football and fouling in the end. It's just not quite been the Ukrainians' day. Funnily enough, it was his poor touch that ended at the feet of Matteo Sole, who could score one of the great goals that you'll see this weekend. As a Keynes unable to hold that ball up, and advantage was paid. And it continues here with Fazzini. Moise Kean deflected out for a corner kick, and the Roma players aren't happy because there was a foul that I felt on Cristante in this build-up. Initially, the advantage is played. Indica fouls Moise Kean. I think it was Indica that was fouled. But the referee let the game play, and now it's Fiorentina's corner kick. Dealt with in the end. Dodo's strike is wild, erratic, and well and truly off target. So, another missed opportunity for Fiorentina. Kostas Tsimikas now. Very well done into the feet of Artem Dovbik, and as has been both sides' plan today, to play long and direct to centre forward and hold that ball up and play for those fouls. It's done there and done that very, very well. It's Pellegrini. Looks like he's ready to go here for Gasparini's side. Oh no. Pause in the play. That's not what you want to say. Not good at all. We're back on track. We're back live. Pogracic. Fazzini's ball just left well and truly short of Robin Gosens. Now Fazzini once again. He needs to be much better, you feel. Fazzini had his ball initially broken up by Balansky. Now with Dodo. Dodo's ball across the box. Fiorentina players were everywhere throwing their body towards that. Gosens and Ranieri. Two of those trying to get on the end of this ball from Dodo. Much better, though, from Fiorentina. Taking the initiative, getting bodies forward into the box. As I said, it just feels like you need some more of these creative sparks to be a little bit more aggressive on the football. Here come the cavalry. Balansky and Dovbik make way. And Paulo Dybala and Pellegrini come on. Lorenzo Pellegrini, obviously the difference maker in the Rome derby last time we watched this side play. And obviously Paulo Dybala is a timeless superstar in the Serie A. For the last half an hour, Roma have their cavalry. A solid game for Baldanski, but I don't think quite yet a starter. Kone's been collected. That's a foul. Mandragova has collected Kone, and that's why it's a foul. The wars there, Manu Kone. But back to his feet. The camera is all focused on Stefano Pioli because, as it stands, he's going to go 6 games without a victory in Serie A. And someone of his standards and someone of the expectations of this football club, Fiorentina, they need victories. This is not good enough. Great turn by Fazzini. This is more like it from the Italian midfielder. Dink ball looking for Moise Ken. Not dealt with by Zeki Celik. And Robin Gosens just runs out of space. Let's feel they make it 2-0 and Newcastle have made it 1-0. Indica. Pull around the corner from Lorenzo Pellegrini. Coming off a Fiorentina foot before going out of play. It will be the Rome side to get us back underway with this Simicast throw. Finding Soleil, who has been practically everywhere in this game here. Dodo fouled. Manu Kone. Fiorentina need to spark into gear, you feel. This time is ticking away faster and faster. And right now, I need a little bit more on the football. Where's it Ken now? Can Fiorentina be a little bit quicker with their passing in this final third here? Look to get it in and out of feet. Ranieri's ball. Indica away. Wesley the second ball. Ranieri again. Moise Ken. And collecting Indica with his foot. Foul against number 20. Dick putting his body in the line there. Zeki Celik now. That's a great ball to find Paulo Dybala. Now with the other substitute, Lorenzo Pellegrini. Dybala. Reverse ball for Wesley. That's one of the best moves we've seen all day. Two tricky players like Dybala and Pellegrini on the football. That's what can happen. Mancini now into Indica. It looked like Roma's been the best team going forward in the second half. That's a worry for you, Fiorentina. If you're chasing the game, you need to look more aggressive. And he had his ball around the corner, broken up by Cristante. Ended up now with Zeki Celik. And so far at the moment, it's very, very good for Roma. Keep ball for them works. Tsimikas. Back to Svilar in goal. Roma doing very well here just to keep possession. This is a great little build-up. Mancini brings that to an end with a lofted ball to no one in particular. Passages like that, 2 or 3 minutes on the football consistently, makes Fiorentina run. It makes them work harder. And it puts them at more risk of fatigue going into the latter stages of this game here. As Fazzini's fouled. Dybala's missed a lot this season with injury. Can he make an instant impact here on return? We know the quality he possesses. We know his importance to this Roma side. He's been pivotal for the last 2.5 seasons. Tsimikas in the end picking up a yellow for that challenge on Dodo. So much better in this game here defensively, in particular, Tsimikas. Not known for his defensive coverage. Has got away with a few challenges. But it's looked much better on that end of the park, where in the past, especially at Liverpool, can be exposed quite easily. There's 25 minutes to go in this game here. Whipped in ball, met by Indica. Dodo heads that ball back into a dangerous area. It's done so well, was kept this Fiorentina side at arm's length here, Roma. Never really felt like they were under a lot of pressure. Here comes Matteo Soleil. Feeds in Zeki Celik. He's continued his run here. Zeki Celik cuts it back to Paulo Dybala. His touch just got away from him, and Mandragova in the way. Now Fazzini can turn and run. The game coming a little bit stretched. Roma still have their structure behind the football. That's important. Fazzini's gone down again. I think this is finally it for him. So Indoor ready to come on. Did score midweek in Europe. And his wrench on for AS Roma as well. And that is 67 minutes and done for Kostas Tsimikas as Wrench, who's a much more physical player, comes on, which probably suits this game. It's been a bit of a, in particular, second half scrap. More of a bloodbath, it feels like, out there, rather than a football match at times. That's a great ball around the corner. And in the end, a foul. Wesley's been given a card there for his challenge on Dodo. Nil Bologna Pisa. 1-0 Sevilla over Barcelona right now as we stand. Alexis Sanchez from the spot. 1-0 Lyon over Toulouse. Villa 2-0. Palace 1-0. Newcastle 1-0. And Wolves 1-0. Tell you what, my Premier League predictions might end up being okay come this Sunday fixtures, because We went 2-0 Villa over Burnley. That's how it currently stands. We went 2-1 Palace over Everton. It's 1-0 Palace right now. Did go Newcastle 2-0 over Forest. It's 1-0 right now. And we went a 1-1 draw between Wolves and Brighton. So I might end up with a very, very solid Sunday of predictions. It's a very good delivery in. Phew. Great whip. It needed a touch. Robin Gosens was attacking it looked like. It's a real good whip. Paulo Dybala's brought it to ground, and that's a foul. And Mari's not very happy with the referee. And he's going to be sent off if he's not careful. He needs to keep it PG, Pablo Mari, because he's punching the football. He's confronting the referee. He's lifted his elbow there, which isn't something he should be doing. I think that's a foul. And if it wasn't for skipper Ranieri getting in the way, that could have been ugly. It could have been red for Pablo Mari. He might have just gotten away with one there because that reaction did warrant a second yellow. Wrench beaten to it there. Become a bit of a slugfest in this one come the second half. Not the most free-flowing of games. That's a handball against Pellegrini. $20 to play. Still that Cristante head of the difference. A quarter of an hour of just madness and a great attacking football. But since then, it's been quite ugly. Here's a give and go, though, with Robin Gosens. The Gosens ball, though, is just poor. Subpar. Mondrago are not happy. I can't imagine Stefano Pioli is much happier either. Pull back at the feet of David De Gea. Now Pogradic. Around the corner. Here's Cavaglia. Gotten away from Cristante, but met by Indica. That ball stayed alive as well. And Indica's found Dybala. Now Matthias Solé. Not many runners up with him. Just a roadblock of purple jerseys. Wrench. Now with Pellegrini. And the skipper Cristante. Solé, Dybala, Pellegrini. Now with Wrench. Has he gone too far? Pellegrini, Dybala, and in the end, offside. Really has fizzled out this game, hasn't it? Cordy's dropped off heavily. As Everton pick up an equaliser from the penalty spot. Iliman Ndiaye. This is Crystal Palace. That game's 1-1. Boy, did Iliman Ndiaye need that goal. Villa still 2-0 up against Burnley. Newcastle. Oh my God, did the crossbar pick, Ollie. So that has come out absolutely nowhere. It's caught me off guard. What's a hit from Piccoli? Gosens cross. Rebounds around and Piccoli couldn't keep it alive. What's a chance for the substitute centre forward? Straight from the goal kick. It's initially flicked on. It lands back at his feet. He has a pop, and it's off the crossbar. Svilar did not move a muscle. Dybala wins that header. Soleil. Now with Wesley. Looks to put into a dangerous spot. Dealt with by Marty. Now Dodo. Done by Indica there to win that ball back and then send it out of play. Camuzzo's getting himself ready. So is the veteran Edin Dzeko as well. So Pablo Mari comes off. Dragova off to allow the introduction of Edin Dzeko. So it's 3 centre forwards now on. Piccoli, Dzeko and Keane. Camuzzo can come on now and play amongst those centre halves. 15 minutes to play. Fiorentina have thrown the kitchen sink already. And Roma happy just to shut up shop right now, it seems. Play some good football, keep ball off this Fiorentina side, and that will do what they think. Long searching ball. Camuzzo deals with it. Camuzzo under pressure from that David De Gea pass and plays that straight out of play. So you're gifting Roma back possession here. Cristante now with the wrench. Kone. Looks like he's dribbled that one out of play. The ref thinks otherwise. Purely continues to bark orders away. Wrenches throw. Run back by Pogranic. Over the top. Piccoli was there almost, but Indica in the way. Now here come Roma. Zeki Celik. Oh, done very well, Zeki Celik. Away from 2 and 3. Celik still. It's a dangerous ball across the 6-yard box. No one there to put it home. It's a foul by Indica on Moise Ken. He's been in the war today, Moise Ken. Battling away, scrapping away. What's a little solo run this was from Zeki Celik. Got his head up and just had no support inside that 6-yard box. In the end, it showed and it hurt because there was no one there to make it 3-1. Shake of the head there for Moise Ken. He's not happy as we approach the final moments of this game here. Barcelona still trailing Sevilla in that game. without Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and notable admissions there. No Firmino either, so maybe that injury crisis starting to hurt Barcelona. Chest control for Piccoli, not as good. Soleil pass broken up though by the skipper. Where's it Ken? Piccoli's on his own for a moment in the box. Still Moise Ken, however. Not many options to find. And yeah, he's off armors. Collected the Roma man. It's all happening in the touchline. I don't know what is going on. All I know is Elianoy and Zilowoski's coming on. So it is Matteo Soleil and it is Wesley off. Both these two have had fabulous games down that right-hand channel. Soleil, the goal and the assist today. Zilowoski, the younger man. Elianoy as well. Such a dangerous player. Probably be disappointed to miss the start here. Newcastle are 2-0 up over Nottingham Forest thanks to Nicholas Voltamada's penalty. FPL owners, aka myself, very happy with that. Aston Villa 2-1 over Burnley. And Brighton have literally just equalised versus Wolves as well. So my prediction's looking bloody perfect. So Roma out of their subs. We have 9 minutes to go. They have 9 minutes to hold on to this lead. And Dzeko. Being kept alive. Piccoli the back post. Oh, what a chance. Robin Gosens in the end was right there to tap it home. And he somehow missed it from point blank range. Such a good ball. It just goes all the way through to Robin Gosens at the back post. And for some reason, he's leaning back on it. Makes no sense. And as such, he's totally mishit the ball and hit it over the crossbar. Almost impossible to get over the crossbar from that close. But he's managed to do it. Massive lead off for Roma. Dybala now. Can Roma hit the ultimate sucker punch? Get a goal here on the break. Pellegrini's back heel broken up. He's starting to get the ball well. Here comes Pellegrini. See Caviglia fouling. Not long now for Roma to hold on. 7 minutes of normal time, plus you assume 5 or 6 of stoppage time. Dybala wins a throw of Camuzzo. Wrench will take his sweet time here Let's get this ball back into play. Fortini. As far as Cristante and Indica. Fiorentina are going quickly now. They need to go quickly now. Dzeko, Moise Kean. Second time of asking. And that should be a corner kick. The referee says not. He says goal kick. I think a double deflection there. Cristante's dinked ball. Kone didn't really want to chase that one down. So Fiorentina have the ball back. It's a foul from Zeki Celik. It's a foul now from Mancini on Dzeko. Time ticking away for Fiorentina now. Fortini's whip. Dzeko's headed on. Just feel like can come and claim. And that really has been the theme of things, hasn't it, for Fiorentina? Not enough spark, not enough creativity, it feels like at the moment. Heading away. And for another Roma throw. The last gasp now. If it goes this way, it'll still be a winless season for Fiorentina. It'll be 3 draws and 3 losses. And it could get worse here. Elianoy. Muto can head away. Hooked high and clear. Zeki Celik as well to win that back. Elianoy is again. Dybala, Kone, Pellegrini. One more there for Wrench, this left-hand side now. Here's Pongracic. Oh, Pongracic does well. The pass, however, is very poor. That tackle is going to end up working out for Paulo Dybala, who's all alone. Joined by 5 purple shirts up there. Not a single Roma player. One of which is Zeki Celik, who continues to be such a willing runner for this Roma side. Cristante, Kone, now Pellegrini, sorry. Roma just keeping the ball right now and making Fiorentina chase, which must be agonizing. Cristante, Elianoy. Celik, Dybala. Away from one challenge. Paulo Dybala still. It's Paulo Dybala. What a save from De Gea. That was vintage Paulo Dybala turning away from the challenge. Getting his head down and then striking a shot on goal. Kamuto tried to bring him to ground. He kept his feet and skipped away from the next challenge, and a shot which De Gea had to save, but good nonetheless. And I tell you what, I'm hearing Jack Grealish has scored for Everton, and that might bring Crystal Palace's unbeaten run to an end. Who would have thought it? Roma have another chance here to make it 3. Pellegrini's ball in. It's met by Ndicka. He headed it into the ground rather than onto target. I tell you what, Everton have scored late on. Jack Grealish there to give them the 2-1 lead and to bring Crystal Palace's unbeaten run to an end, it seems. Here's Piccoli. He's fouled. Bologna, full time there. They've beaten Pisa 4-0. Sevilla still 1-0 up against Football Club Barcelona. 5 minutes of stoppage time to be played. Toulouse have drawn level versus Lyon as well. They have 4.5 minutes to go here, Fiorentina. They have to strike now, you feel. Zeki Celik running away once again, as he always does. Zeki Celik still. Run into the brick wall in the end. Robin Gosens just hooks that one high up the pitch. Mancini the header. Kone wins another header. That is elite from Roma. They have defended so well yet again. Goals have been their problem this season. We can scratch off the book. They've had 2 great goals today. But ever since they scored that second, they have just kept it so tight, so compact. They've just made things so hard for Fiorentina. It's made it tough to watch at times because of how defensive they've been. But to get a win, you have to grind a result out. And that's what they're doing here. Sevilla have made it 2-0 at home to Barcelona. And there could be another shock today as well. Lamine Yamal, no Rafinha, and it could be problems for Barcelona. Sikavilla. Pongracic there. Poor pass, broken up by Cristante. Ndicka away. Dybala appears to be onside. Almost halfway through stoppage time now, Roma. They're heading to another victory, which will take them 3 points clear of top of Serie A for now. With Milan, Juve and Napoli still to play. That range clearance is out, and that will be a Fiorentina corner kick. This could be that. Their last chance. Sikavalla. Wolves and Brighton have shared the points there, 1-1. Newcastle have beaten Forest 2-0. We're still live at Villa and Burnley. And Everton and Crystal Palace 2-1 in both those games there. Sikavalla. His corner headed away by Cristante. Kone back to his feet. Sikavalla. Fortini now. Cristante again throwing his body in the way. Proper skipper's performance here. Look at those Fiorentina fans behind us there. All standing on their feet. All urging this team forward. Ndicka heads away. It goes to ground, and it's a foul. A soft foul, but a foul nonetheless. And that could take enough time off the clock, you feel. Still can't take the lead at Heidenheim as well. And Toulouse end up beating Lyon late on there. Started so well for Fiorentina with that 14th minute goal for Moise Kean, his first of the season. He just felt like today might be the day, but Roma, as they've done all season long, have just found a way without playing great football to get results. It really just defies the Gasperini logic, but it's working. It's working to maximum potential right now because they're top of the league as you currently stand. Celik does well, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Kone, now Paulo Dybala. Can they add one more to help the trip home? Kone wins the ball back, shoved to ground by Fortini. And that will be that. 15 seconds left this one here. Mandragova's blank stare says it all. What could have been for Fiorentina? They go into this international break without a win in the league. And that is that. Listen to the whistles. Listen to the boos. They are not happy, those Fiorentina fans. A massive win, however, for AS Roma. Another, as I said, not very aesthetically pleasing victory, but a victory nonetheless. And that's all that matters for them. They go top of Serie A as we currently stand, going into this international break. For Fiorentina, they are without a win in the league. 3 draws and 3 losses, and a lot to learn for Pioli's side. They've got a long way to go, but AS Roma, maybe they can believe this season. Soleil and Cristante, the important goal scorers, up to Moise Kean opening the account in this game here. Those 300 or so Roma fans who travelled across can go home very happy to the nation's capital. Roma 2, Fiorentina 1. And that's all she wrote for this Super Sunday game. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks' time after the international break for some more Soccer Saturday and Super Sunday live stream action. Till next time, guys, I'll see you later.